Hey guys, it's me David and welcome to week 1 of building Geonosis. I'm really happy to announce that this is going to be my 5th mock series, starting in 2013 with Kashyyyk, 2016 with Scarif, 2017 with Crate, 2019 with Mandalore, and now 2021 with Geonosis. I'm really happy to get to this point, and I can't wait to get started today, guys. First off, the first announcement that I want to make, and I know it's been on a lot of you guys' mind, is what am I building? What is this based off of? Is it going to be Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Geonosis, or is this going to be Clone Wars Arc Geonosis? And the answer to that question, as you guys know me, I'm going Clone Wars. I know a lot of you really wanted that Attack of the Clones, huge battlescape, and maybe one day that'll happen, but I have always loved landing at Point Rain. It's one of my very favorite Clone Wars episodes, and with the Clone Wars basically concluded now and going into the Bad Batch, why not reflect and look at one of the best arcs in the entire series, at least in my opinion, and recreate a part of the scene that we all know and love. So I can't wait to get started with that. Before we head into the episode, I do want to announce that because I'm making Geonosis, I went ahead and a couple months ago, I released my Geonosian figures on Minifigs for You. So if you're interested in those, I just restocked the Flame Troopers, the Geonosian collection's coming back, and a whole bunch of new figures have also been recently released on Minifigs for You, like the Deluxe Captain Rex. So if you guys are interested in those, links will be down in the description. They really help contribute to this mock, especially for the fact that we are going to be using Dark Orange. Lego Dark Orange is known for being one of the most priciest Lego colors there is on Bricklink, and I'm not looking forward to the builds, but you guys will quickly see that I have built up an arsenal of brick to get started pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and dive into this week, guys. All right, guys, here is the brand new build room. I've been working on this for a couple months now, and I'm really thrilled to show you the final result. This has been a lot of work, but I think I finally have something that is actually usable and can be very productive for building all the mocks to come in this room. Right here in the center is indeed where we'll be building Geonosis. As you can see, it is going to be a 3x3 mock, so that is 9 gray base plates. This actually will be the smallest mock that I have made so far for a building series. But I actually find that to be a fun challenge, and I really think building smaller might increase detail level. We'll just have to wait and see what the final result is. But taking a look back over here at the shelves, it's a brand new system. So for Mandalore, all I really had was this right here, and this is still, of course, being utilized. You can see all my gray and dark gray. That's absolutely necessary for Star Wars, but I've absolutely started to collect more colors. And then moving over here, Mare and I have been working on taking apart Mandalore piece by piece and organizing all of it, and so far, all of the parts on this shelf right here and here have come from Mandalore, and including these bins right here full of 2x4 bricks. It was an insane mock. That 100,000 piece count was not undercounted. It really was a crazy amount of Lego bricks, and in fact, this isn't even all of it. We never actually finished taking apart Mandalore. The rest is actually in these bins right here, as well as the ones underneath, and even this large bin right here. The task of taking all of this apart will have to be another day. We want to get started on Geonosis now. So in case you're wondering how the new shelving system works, it's actually very straightforward. They're just translucent bins, and they're actually just kind of sitting on these shelves. These are IKEA Ivor shelves, I believe is the name. But yeah, I can take this entire bin out, pull it out, and just put it right in the table and start building. That's how easy it is. This is kind of the system I've always envisioned and have never really gotten the chance to build it up until now, and I'm just really thrilled about it. You can see there's still empty bins that other parts will fill over time. Just absolutely thrilled to get building. And then you can see I have like the overflow of parts here and up here, and it's quite a system. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out, and it's definitely going to make building Geonosis go a lot faster. So going forward, we actually have to take a different step to the first part of building Geonosis, which is the way we're going to utilize Brix. So first off, of course, Geonosis is very much a deserty orange color, and so the color dark orange is most accurate to use as the main color. And while I have a pretty sizable bin of 1x4 dark orange brick, this is going to be very limiting. And another reason why I've made the mock a 3x3 instead of like a 4x4 or something bigger is simply because of how rare it is to find dark orange in mass quantity at a decent price. You can find dark orange in pretty big quantities, but not at reasonable prices. So we have to be very cautious how we proceed building this mock and conserving as much of this dark orange brick as possible. So for the first time, I'm considering adding a black border around the entire mock. I've never done this with any of my mocks previously, because mainly I like the idea of showing whatever the base color is. In this case, it would be dark orange. I like showing that on the sides. However, because of how limiting dark orange is in terms of getting it in vast quantities due to price reasons, I'm considering doing this, an actual black border around the mock, so that way we can conserve a lot of that dark orange brick for mountains and terrain work instead of just being used as a border. Let me know, do you like the black border? I think it's going to look really nice. I have kind of a slope coming here on the corner, and this is kind of how it would look around the entire mock. I'm definitely curious to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below. I think it's the right way to go. I think it makes much more sense than wasting all of that brick to just create a 4 brick high wall around this. So the next step here is usually to draw out the plans. Usually I have like a graph on a piece of paper where I kind of show you top down what I like to build. But in this case, because it's kind of a smaller mock, I don't think it's actually necessary. So instead, I want to lay down some vehicles and show you some of the ideas and perspectives that I have. So I've added a few things now to the table that hopefully illustrates my idea for what I want to do for Geonosis. Let me just quickly say as a disclaimer that the vehicle placements here and the figure placement and figure usage, all temporary. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing for the finale, but hopefully this gives you guys a good idea of what my intentions are. So first off, you might notice what is this thing? What is this crazy contraption? So I actually put a teaser out on my YouTube channel, a little picture a couple weeks ago showing an episode from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think it was the Day of the Black Sun episode, and I've actually been very inspired by that. There's a battle scene where the troops are basically going up these switchbacks, and there's something kind of similar like that in Clone Wars, specifically in the Landing at Point Rain arc, which is what I'm definitely inspired by to make this. It's not going to be a perfect one recreation, nor is the battle, but it's definitely going to be inspired by Landing Point Rain, or the Clone Wars arc, I should just say, for Geonosis. And so I'm kind of integrating some ideas here that this right here will be side of the mountain for that giant shield tower that the ACTEs come in through the shields, and then they take down the shields and all that. And I'm thinking to enhance the battle, what if there was like kind of switchbacks, which there kind of looks to be with where these tanks are for the droids. So what if there were switchbacks on that side of the mountain and the troops had to go up that, and it's a much more intense battle, much more elongated battle than what we actually saw for that last 5 minutes of the Landing at Point Rain episode. So this is kind of my take here. And so what my plan is indeed to build kind of the side of a mountain and have these kind of ramps. Again, they're going to look far more detailed and better than what's going on here, but this is just the idea. So you have kind of this switchback leaning up here, and then it goes over here, and it just kind of goes up about 2 or 3 levels. It's not going to be incredibly high. I don't want this to be a giant mountain. I just want it to be high enough that it's taller than the tanks and gunships, but not like absurdly tall like Mandalore was. And it's also just a fact that we are limited on pieces here, so I have to be careful in terms of what I'm using it for. Now, for this mountain, what I'm thinking underneath these switchbacks is to actually have some type of droid factory scene. Now, again, I do realize the droid factory is separate from the shield facility, and it doesn't make sense that the droid factory would be in that. But I really want to include a droid factory on Geonosis, so I'm thinking about including some type of scene right here of the droids getting put together, and I think that would look really cool. So that way it's not just a battle, there is some other things happening on this MOC, and I think adding some lights possibly in this area as well might turn out very nicely. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this tank. First off, I have pulled parts off this over the years, so I'm going to probably buy 2 versions of these. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to use this. I might just replace it with the Geonosian cannons or something like that for, right here along the mountain. You can see here, I do have the Jedi generals. We have General Kenobi, we have Kidamunde, and of course, Anakin Skywalker. Again, I'm not even sure whether I'm going to use the Clone Wars clone troopers or the regular Phase 1 clone troopers that came in that Kidamunde battle pack. That's all up to debate. I do have my custom figures here, my Commander Jet and my Commander Cody and Waxer and Boyle ARF troopers, and I also have like an ATRT Geonosian trooper, which I don't think you actually see, but I still think he looks pretty cool. Again, figure selection, not final here. I actually have a little scene right here. I don't know if you guys remember from Landing Point Rain. There's some ARF troopers, Geonosian ARF troopers, and like a gunship, and they have like a E-Web blaster, which actually I sell on my Minifigs for You store. So if you're interested in it, got a few of those to sell. But I've added that to the gunship. That'll actually be part of the scene probably. Kind of reenacting that circle area on the Landing at Point Rain scene. So hopefully this all makes sense. Now keep in mind there will always be the possibility of expansion because of this MOC being modular. So for example, if I wanted to make that famous circle of gunships and ATTs from Landing at Point Rain in another part of the MOC, that's always a possibility to enhance this even more. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about what's here in front of us, what this table will become in the next coming weeks to months. And so far, I really like the idea. Let me know what you guys think of my idea of this kind of switchback mountain that represents that shield that we see from the Landing at Point Rain episodes. What do you think of including a droid factory scene, even though it's not accurate? And hopefully, I think you guys will like the idea of basically enhancing that final battle in Landing at Point Rain. You guys know me. I love making things more epic than maybe what they actually are on screen, whether that's the Clone Wars TV show or the movies. And I really like where this is headed. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. We're going to go ahead and head it out here, and we'll be back next week, guys. So there you have it. That will conclude this week's episode of Geonosis. I'm really excited to get building next week. I am really thrilled to be working on this really hopefully ingenious idea of switchbacks on a mountain. I feel like if I just built a mountain and put like turrets and stuff like that with the Geonosians, and yes, I'm going to be building those towers that the Geonosians really like to use. But, like, is that enough? I don't know. I think having the idea of the battle kind of going up the mountain would really enhance it and make it just that much more epic, especially given the fact that this MOC is constrained. It is only 9 gray base plates, a 3x3. It's smaller than I've ever done before. And so what does that mean for me? How much more details, how much more focus can I put in certain areas? That's what we're going to find out over the coming weeks. I'm really thrilled to bring you guys this. And again, I just want to make clear that, yes, while this Geonosian MOC is a 3x3, there's always the possibility of expanding it later on. Now, that might not be a part of this weekly series. I do plan on hopefully getting Geonosis done within about 3 months, just around the time the Bad Batch show should be finishing. Hopefully, maybe a little bit before, so I could take it to Brix, Virginia. We'll just have to wait and find out. But yeah, I only expect this series to be at max maybe like 15, 18 weeks at the very furthest. I can't see this MOC taking that long given the size and the fact that I already have a lot of brick on hand. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Subscribe, guys. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button down below. This is a weekly series, so you need to subscribe to get those updates to see what I build next. Don't forget that my Minifigs for You links are down in the description below. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.